Good morning. It's Thursday, August 15th, and I'm just going to talk about some charts here from the previous day and just show you some of the things that's happening in the market. Now, out here in the market, it doesn't look really good except Apple, and that's the primary stock I've been trading to the long side the last couple days. So I mentioned this one right when it broke right around this region, and it's been acting really well. The volume is very strong down here at the bottom, as you can see, and it's moving forward. Now, can it have a pullback? Yeah, it can, because the market's not very healthy, but this one is an outlier. Now, looking at the market, just want to show you what I'm looking at. You see, if you look at the long extended trend line, you're looking at this 200-day moving average. Basically, it's very far extended from it. Normally, if stocks or the market goes with this 200-day moving average, that's about a nice move and a nice way of going upwards. You don't want to have something going straight up. You don't want to have it going something straight down, because there's a bounce bound to happen. A nice angle is what you want, and right here we're getting a little bit far away from the good angle. So we're looking like we're rolling over here soon, but can it keep bouncing back up and retesting this region or level right around here? Yeah, it can keep testing over here a couple times until it breaks down further. I don't know where it's going to go, but for now I'm trading it as I see it. So if I do see or come across stocks like Apple, which if you look at when they do break out like this, you jump in. You jump in because the volume is huge. It's 2-3 times what it normally is. Now, looking at other stocks, if you look on the downside, I mean, just looking at the other day, you can see Macys over here breaking down. Look at this huge volume thing. It's been running up really well, and then boom, it breaks down. So this is when you enter on the short side. Now, if you missed it, now is probably not the time to get in, but you can maybe nibble some, because here's what happens. When those stocks start breaking down, they start continuing, just like JcPenny over here. I talked about this one last week. You can check the post. And, you see that it broke this trend line on a little bit, heavier volume, not anything exuberant like Macys did over here. Look at that. But JcPenny still, broke down off this trend line, and then it's just continued lower. And now it's kind of rebalancing already. So, they don't run far. On the downside, they run quicker and faster, and I love trading to the downside because the moves are very, very quick. But you got to be quick. You got to watch it. You got to be quick to enter. You got to be quick to exit. You got to be quick to take your profits. So, stick close to your stops. I mean, the same thing with Trip over here. Look at this. I mean, it had a nice, great run, and then boom, double the volume. So do you think this one's heading higher? Not right this minute. Can it head higher? Yeah, it can. But for the moment, the volume is pushing it to the downside. So it may fill this gap right here in this area, and then it could bounce back higher. So who knows? Because it's not comparing it to the June 3rd, 4th volume here. I mean, it's kind of almost about in play here. So you got to kind of watch the second day's volume as well and see where that goes. Comparing it to Apple, look, 2 days of very good volume. That's what you want to see to the upside. Comparing it to JcPenny, that's what you want to see to the downside, is heavy volume to the downside, because that's what moves the stock. Cause equals effect. Okay, so keep that in mind. You want to look at all these different things that's happening. I mentioned Google the other day, that it was breaking down, and here it is down, $11 or so. And is it doing it on heavier volume? A little bit. It's a little bit more than average. Would it be better if it was on higher volume like over here? Yeah, it would be. So, but you can still play these stocks and trade these stocks even if the volume is not so huge. You just have to be extra careful, okay? So, just kind of play it softly if you're trading. Don't go too wild. Don't go too crazy. Stick to your stops. Stick to your rules. And just remember, it's not just all about making money and, collecting for your nest egg. Go out there, enjoy life, make it meaningful, and live life a little bit abundantly. Don't just sit here on the computer screens all the time. So for example, today I'm doing a little bit of a catch-up day and doing some work, but last night I didn't get a chance to post the video, so I'm doing it today because I spent some time with my family. So in either case, go out there and trade them well. All right, that's all.